Hello? Hello?
Podcast Network Asia.
Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. In this episode, you will be hearing one of the talks that I gave to Content Generator Formula. They are a social media agency that teaches people how to increase social media presence through an effective content funnel. They offer free content strategy course and they offer coaching as well. So go check them out. It's Content Generator Formula. And in this episode, I talked about how to unleash your potential amid the pandemic. Enjoy. What is potential? Now, potential is the difference between where a person is now and where he or she can be. Diba? To experience the wild things in life, to go to places you've never been before. That's the difference between where you are now between that place where you want to be. That's your potential. And as much as possible, we want to unleash that. But it's really hard. It's really hard right now because we're in a pandemic. We're in a crisis. We're quarantined up here, and we don't know how to do that, right? But one thing I want to share with you is this is exactly the place where you will realize your potential. It's not in the easy days. It's not in the best moments in your life. No. Those are easy days. And if you're just going to hold on to the easy days, you're not going to grow. You're not going to improve yourself. The way to actually realize your potential is going through a hard phase in life. So if you're not having a hard time during this quarantine, I suggest you find some other things that you should be stressed about, because this is a really stressful phase that we're going through. And this is the start where we realize our potential. We can turn this crisis into an opportunity that will change our life forever. Through realizing our potential, we can turn this series of breakdowns into breakthroughs. We can turn all the pain that we're experiencing right now into our purpose. Your purpose in life. And I really believe this. I want you to take part in this as well. Your purpose in life is growing to reach your maximum potential. We're all born with the same energy. Pinanganak tayo, pare-pares tayo ng level. Yung iba pinanganak sa mas mayamang pamilya, yung iba pinanganak sa mas mahirap pamilya. Pero basically, we are born with the most fundamental things. We have a brain, we have a will, we have a heart, we have a soul, we have a mind. So we're born in the same way. But the experiences we had growing up told us na, okay, I'm gonna dump you with this one para di mo ma-realize yung potential mo. I'm gonna drop you with this one. I'm gonna give you some trauma, some bad experiences para hindi mo ma-reach yung potential mo. That's what happened when you were growing up. But what if I told you right now that it's still within you? Even though it's there, it's hiding there, even though sobrang natatabunan na ng mga iba't ibang bagay, andyan yan. You can still be the person who you were meant to be. You can still be that guy or that woman, that girl that changes or that lives a life that he or she is proud of. You have that potential inside of you. And this is the main point in life. To realize our potential, to see that what we were meant to be, we're going to be there, or we're going to be, at that moment. Our purpose in life is reaching our maximum potential. So don't tell me that, it's optional. It's not. You are going to waste your life if you just sit there and, just let life pass you by. One day it's going to be all over. We're going to pass on. And it doesn't really matter if we do things or not. But just imagine, do you want to live a life Or do you want to be in the end moment where you have realized your potential, or you just wasted your potential? Time's going to pass you by. The only difference is what are you going to do with the time that is passing by? This is my purpose equation. For the people who are having a hard time, I'm not sure what's my purpose in life. Grabe, that's a big word, Alec. Purpose. To tell you the truth, that is a big word. I'm not sure that, well, I know my purpose right now, but it's the thing about purpose, it's evolving. It's not a fixed one that you have nung bata ka. This is going to be your purpose at the end. No, it's not going to be like that. It's a continuous process of figuring out what is your purpose. And along the way, you may find that this is your purpose for now, but next year maybe hindi na. But a lot of people are so stressed about, not having to learn about the purpose, your purpose. It's okay. It's normal. We all have different we run different marathons. Iba-iba yung pacing natin eh. But the main thing that we need to do is at least try to figure out what our purpose is in life. Okay, so this is my equation. Passion, of course, needs to be your passion. This is the first part of the equation. A lot of people think, oh, your passion is your purpose. No, it's not. That's not your purpose. Your passion is a part of your purpose. But what's the missing one? Okay, so before we actually go to the missing one, I wanna share with you, because a lot of people might be going through here. Now, okay, I'm enjoying social media marketing. Na-enjoy ko to, but is this really my passion? Diba? To help you answer that, let me share with you one question that you need to ask. What are you good at? Is the thing that you're doing right now something you're good at? Every single person has their strengths, has their weaknesses, has their innate talent of doing something in life. So ask yourself, what are you good at? If you are good in social media marketing, in content creation, then maybe this is your passion. That checks one out of the two questions. But what is the other question that you need to answer? The next question is, what do you love doing? You might be good at something. You might be really, really good. I know a friend. I hope he's not watching, but I have a friend who was really good in engineering, and he graduated civil engineering, and he was really good at it. But at when he got his first job, he when we talked, he said that, I'm not really having fun. I don't think I love what I'm doing. I was like, what? All these years, I've seen you as the person who's really good at engineering. And I thought that you loved it. But apparently he didn't. He was very good at it, but he didn't love doing it. So it wasn't his passion. That's the second question that you need to ask. What do you love doing? You love creating content. If you are good in creating content and you love doing it, then maybe that's your passion. It doesn't just apply in content creation, in anywhere in life, even in engineering or in dentistry or, just building businesses. Maybe that. If you're good at that and you love doing that, that is your passion. But let's go back. Passion plus blank equals purpose. What do you think is the answer to this one? Okay, what do you think is the answer to this one? Okay, comment down or put in the comment. Passion plus blank equals your purpose. Reason. That's a nice. Aries answered reason. Walter said mission. A Facebook user that is not registered in StreamYard said passion plus good mindset equals purpose. Hapon said reason. Yeah. Okay. Mark said perseverance. Okay, those are nice answers. Those are really essential answers. You need to at least combine them with that. But the main thing that completes the purpose equation, and let me just share again my screen. And passion combined with service. I think mission is the closest one to that. Passion plus service equals your purpose. You may be doing good. You may be good at something, and you really enjoy what you're doing, but you can't say that it's your purpose unless you're doing it in service. So how do we say that we're doing it in service? Again, I have these questions for you. First is, does it get you paid? Of course, it's a service, so it needs to be paid. Can it sustain you? You may be really passionate about something. Okay? And in the early age, talagang mahirap kumuha ng pera. Pero you need to think long term. Will this be something that will get you paid? Because if it's not, and especially if you're living here in the Philippines, it's going to be hard for you because you won't be able to sustain the tools needed, the equipments needed, or at least the resources needed for you to master the craft that you're doing. So first and foremost, does it get you paid? And the most important question that you should be asking, okay, is it something that the world needs? This is what a lot of people are missing. They're doing what they love. They're really good at it. It gets them paid. They're happy, but they're not fulfilled. They're still stressed and anxious and really frustrated with everything that's going on, even though they have a lot of money, even though they're doing the thing that they love doing. This is the missing piece. This is the missing question that they need to ask. Is it something that the world needs? Are you providing value to the people around you? Are you providing help and service to the people that needs you? And if you answer those 4 questions, is it something that you love? Is it something that you're good at? Is it something that gets you paid? Is it something that the world needs? And that's your purpose. Easy peasy. But again, learning about your purpose, it's not just, saying that, okay, this is my purpose, I'm going to keep on doing it. Sometimes you're going to have flashes or glimpses showing you that this is your purpose. But the very important thing is you keep on figuring out what is your purpose while mastering your craft. Okay? Next question, I would like you to remember, what are you giving? Again, are you giving something to other people? It's not just about you. It's something that will help a lot of people. Winston Churchill said, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. So this is not just a webinar for you to actually be good at content creation. This is a webinar for you to actually live a life that you will be proud of, a fulfilled life. So ask that question. I'm just going to bombard you with questions during this webinar, and hopefully during the night, during this week, you think about them, and you ask yourself those questions and be brutally honest with yourself. Are these things, or am I really finding my purpose in the things that I'm doing? Because if you are finding your purpose, if you are focused on doing your purpose in life, you will unleash your potential. And it doesn't need to be tomorrow. It doesn't need to be next week, or when another crisis comes, or next time na mahirapan ulit tayo, no? It starts right now. You ask yourself those questions, and you tally your answers, and then you figure out what are you going to do next. So how do we unleash our potential? based from the things that I've been doing on social media, these are the things that I've learned. And I know a lot of you guys already know these stuff. So these are not very new to you, but these are basic principles that I think a lot of you guys need to be reminded about, because even though you know this, you don't realize how important it is to actually do these things. First, if you want to unleash your potential, you need to show up. In other words, you need to start. You need to at least try, act on unleashing your potential. You can listen to this webinar and say, I want to unleash my potential. Galing magsalita ni Alec na nakuha niya yung loob ko. I'm gonna unleash my potential. So, anong gagawin ko? Wala pa. Diba? What you need to do is show up. A lot of you guys are creating content, right? You want to be a social media marketer. Then you gotta post every single day. Twice kung kailangan. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be great. But it needs to be something na gawa mo, na trabaho mo, na work mo. I started creating videos on TikTok, right? And on TikTok, it was, we have a prejudice on TikTok that we say that on TikTok, sayaw, lip sync, ganun lang, right? And I said, okay, TikTok's a new platform. Probably wala pang may kilala sa akin dun. How about I use that as a platform to practice my speaking skills? So I said, every single day, I am going to post one motivational quote, one inspiring story, just 1 minute every single day. When the pandemic happened, I said that, and I wasn't really doing it for other people, right? And a lot of you guys might be saying that, okay, doon sa kanina na, okay, medyo selfish ata yung reason ko bakit kung gusto ma-unleash yung potential. It's not that. It's not bad that you think that way. A lot of us can actually start from being selfish at first because, we still have a lot of things that we need to figure out. But along the way, once we figure out ourselves, that's the only moment that we can actually help other people. So if you have, a selfish reason on why you unleash your potential, that's okay. But you got to remember that you will achieve the things that you want to achieve, but it's not going to bring you any fulfillment unless you add service to it. So when I was started there, I used it as a training ground. Every single day, 1 minute. It took me around 15 minutes pagkagising ng umaga. 15 to 30 minutes na paggawa ng content every single day. And now, I think wala pang 1 year, it's almost 600,000, which is crazy, right? I didn't expect that to happen. I've been creating content for a very long time. But if I told to myself, na the podcast, I started the podcast 2 years ago, May 2019. And then I was getting a small increase on listeners from 5, 10, naging 20, naging 50 episodes, 50 listeners per episodes, 100. Wow, I'm doing good. 100 to 200 range. I'm really good at this podcasting, and I'll try to do other things to promote it, right? But I just didn't promote and work on my podcast. If I just stayed, doing the thing that I was doing, and even in the podcast, I was showing up. I was starting. I was putting in the work. I still tried to explore. I still looked at different things on how I could improve myself. What I'm asking you when I say what I mean when I say you should show up is not just do the work that you need to do. It's actually show up for yourself. Ask yourself, is this the best version that I can give for myself today? If it's not, then it says you do a little bit more. Just a little bit more. If you're not on Twitter, then post on Twitter. If you're not on Instagram, then post on Instagram. If you're not on Facebook, post on freaking Facebook. If you're not on TikTok, then you gotta be on TikTok. You gotta show up. You gotta put in 110%. The 100 is gonna keep your pace right now. Pero it's the extra 10% that you put in na hindi hiningi sa'yo na magbabago ng buhay mo. Show up for yourself. Be extra for yourself. You gotta be there for yourself. So I post daily. That's why I labeled the page Daily Motivation. And for 3 months, I never stopped. Like post daily. Some medyo delete ko na, pangit na. Pero I didn't stop. I showed up. It was the discipline that I built, that I needed more from myself, that actually unleashed my potential. So you might be sitting here wondering, okay, I'm going to put in the work. Not just that, you got to put in the extra work. Not just start, but start doing more for yourself. And I really believe that there's only two major things for something to become successful. It's first, you need to start. Second is you need to keep going. That's it. You need to show up and you need to keep on showing up. If you do those things, trust me, you're going to be freaking successful. Effort counts twice. You may be the most talented person. You may be the most beautiful person in our age or in this group. You may be the most beautiful, wisest, smartest person here in our group. But if you're not going to put in the effort, you're going to lose all of that. Talent only puts you on a pedestal. It puts you at a small advantage. But if you're not going to put some effort into it, wala rin. But even if you don't have the talent, if you put in the effort, mahabol mo yung sobrang talented na tao. That's what I did. I didn't have any diploma, but now schools are asking me to speak there to talk about mental health. I'm not a psychologist, and no offense to psychologists. You know, you're very important people, and but it's something that I've learned because I put in the effort to actually read about psychology, to actually learn about the things that I needed to learn. You may have the talent, but if you're not going to put the effort wala rin. So talent combined with effort, that's your skill. And I got this from the book Grit by Dr. Angela Duckworth. If you combine your talent with the effort, you'll have a skill. May talent ka sa pananalita, put in some effort in creating content. Now you have a skill in content creation, right? But does it end there? No. Your skill needs to be multiplied again with more effort to master your craft. Okay? What you need to understand is there's this 10,000 rule. For you to actually master something, to be really perfect or great at something, you need to put in 10,000 hours. That's the rule. So unless you put in that amount of time, don't judge yourself na hindi ka magaling or hindi ka or failure ka or success ka. But if you want to be successful, you need to multiply your skill with more effort. Second, okay, you want to show up. Okay, that's the first thing. That's the thing that we need to do. We need to put in the work, more work for ourselves. The second is you need to have clarity. You may be very motivated and pumped up right now, inspired to put in the work. But if you're not sure where is your work going to take you, you're going to have a hard time to measure if it's actually taking you there. Having clarity allows you to have a roadmap in life. It allows you to pick a path, a road, to decide from point A, which point do you want to go next? Point B, point C, point D. Being clear with what you want, with what unleashing your potential looks like, will be super helpful for you to actually be there or get there. So you need to have clarity. Be clear with what you want or where you want to be. How to have clarity? First is decide exactly what you want. Decide, what do you want? Do you want 100,000 followers on Facebook? Do you want a community of 2,000? Do you want that your work is giving you 6-digit income? Decide what exactly is it that you want. Because you may be putting in the work, you may be motivated right now, but if that's not something that you really want, then what's the point of it, right? So to have clarity, first you need to decide exactly what you want. Second is write your goals on paper. Yes, write it down. Don't just say it or think about it. Write it down on a piece of paper. I wrote mine in the whiteboard because if you write it out there, it becomes a part of reality. It's not just in your head. It's not just a fraction of your mind. It's something that is real. It's written. You can see it, right? A lot of people can see it. So write your goals on paper. And there is a study that when you write it down, it has a higher chance of becoming true. So I'm just giving you all the tricks here. If you write it down, it's more likely for you to achieve that. Next is set a deadline. Deadlines are the greatest motivator that we have in life. Alam nyo yan. If we have a deadline, we'll put in so much work, right? So put in a deadline. Be clear with what you want. Write it down on a piece of paper and put it a deadline. When you put it a deadline and you feel like, and pag hindi mo naabot yung deadline na yan, deadlines are not really like your ultimatum. Deadlines are like your guesstimate kung kailan mo pwedeng maabot yun. It doesn't need to be fixed. Of course, your plans and your goals must be very flexible, especially here in the pandemic na di natin na-expect kung anong pwede mangyari. So we need to be very flexible and adaptable sa mga pwede mangyari. But we need to have a deadline para sa mga gusto natin gawin sa buhay. We need to have a deadline. Whether next month, kailangan meron na yung gantong goal ng I've reached 100 followers or 1,000 followers on Instagram. Next month, kailangan na yan. Kung wala kang deadline, you're gonna keep on pushing for tomorrow. Tomorrow na lang yung goal na yan. Tomorrow na lang. You won't be pushed. So set a deadline. Next is make a list of everything you could possibly think of that you will have to do. You have a deadline, okay? Clear kung saan mo gawa. Next is ano ba talaga kailangan mong gawin? I want you to reverse engineer it. Like think of the people who have done it and reverse engineer how they got there in the first place. And you will find that the stories that they have is very similar with yours. Might be on a different name, might be under another circumstance, but it's technically the same. It's basically the same. So you list out everything that you could possibly think of that you will have to do, that you will need to do. Once you plan it out, for me, it was, okay, if I want to reach 500,000 on TikTok, then I must be posting daily. I must have a viral video this month, at least one. And those other stuff. I planned every single out of my content, and then I schedule it into a comprehensive plan. What does that mean? I put it in my schedule. I just don't put a to-do list right now. So tomorrow, 2 p.m., I'll create content for this one. I'll create content for TikTok. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., I'm going to eat. I'm going to rest. Tomorrow, 7 p.m., I'm going to meet someone that could help me with my content. Putting it in my schedule reminds me that it is not something that, I kind of wanted to do. It's something that I really need to do for myself. So schedule it into a comprehensive plan. The third thing that you need to do is to listen and learn. There's a reason why we have 2 ears and only 1 mouth. A lot of you guys here are marketers, right? And as much as possible, you want to be the one speaking. You want to be the one talking. The reason why a lot of people are listening to me right now is because I've listened for my whole life. I've been working on myself for 7 years. And during those 7 years, I shut up and I just listened and learned. I listened to the demand. What are the trends? What are the needs? What are the opportunities? This is a pandemic. A lot of people are having problems with their mental health. I hear you. I see you. So right now I'm going to create content that helps with the mental health of people. There's a demand. Okay? I listened to the need of podcasters here in the Philippines. Okay? If you listen to the demand, you will see that there's a lot of opportunities. So that's the first thing you need to listen. Listen to the demand. Second is listen to the successful people. Guys, it doesn't need to be starting from blank or scratch na hindi mo alam yung gagawin mo sa buhay mo. There's a lot of successful people that have done the things that you've already done. And I want you to listen to them. Paano nila ginawa yon? You can easily track them from how they started. Because on how they started, they also started the same. 0 followers, 0 listeners, 0 everything. Listen to what they're saying, how they did it. Reverse engineer where they are right now to where they were before, and you'll find that this is really plausible. You can do this for yourself. Listen to your mentors. Alam ko kanina may mga mentors kayo dito or mga CEOs, mga coaches. Listen to them. Listen to books. Books have been my mentors ever since bata ako. And naalala ko before, I would, instead of doing my homework sa Mapua, I would go to the library and I would read self-improvement, self-help, business management, and psychology books sa library. Instead of doing engineering stuff, I was doing that kind of stuff. But I was listening to successful people. And I drowned out all the negative noise that I won't be using. Next is listen to yourself. Listen to your gut. You feel that you need to do this, then do that. If you feel that you need to do this one to unleash your potential, then do it. Sometimes the heart already knows what it wants. You just need to listen to it and follow your heart. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but that's basically what I did. Okay, I listened to myself. Even though a lot of people are saying that, you shouldn't do that. Ooh, that's risky. Ooh, wala kang mapuntahan dyan. No. There's this gut, there's feeling inside of me that if I do this, I'm going to unleash my potential. So I did it. And thank God I did. Lastly, I want to remind you, you are the average of the 5 people who you spend most time with. Ayan. If you can't listen to this one, then at least look at who you're listening to. If you are spending you think about 5 people, naisip mo agad, lagi mo kinakausap. Kasi if chances are, if you're not listening to the demand, if you're not listening to successful people, if not listening to yourself, you are listening to the 5 people around you. So ask yourself, are they necessary for you to unleash your potential? Or are they just slowing down your process? Ask yourself. Okay, next one that you need to do to unlock your potential is to be yourself. Be the unfiltered, unscripted, and unbothered you. If you look around, the things that I'm saying right now, it's not really new or it's not really something that is completely mine. It's principles and theories from ancient times that still applies today. But why are you freaking listening to me right now? It's because I have a version of my story that conveys to that message as well. And a lot of people wants to hear my version of that story. That story of success, the story of triumph, the story of redemption. They want to hear my version of it. And that wouldn't be possible if I did not just, act like how I would act. If I didn't kung hindi ako nagpakatotoo sa sarili ko. If you're gonna take anything from this talk, it's this one. Okay? I know I said that earlier, but if you need to take something, it's this. You need to be yourself. And we've heard it a lot of times, but we don't actually understand what this means. It means that regardless of what you're doing, what you're speaking about, your version of the story matters. Your version of the truth matters. Your version of the message that you want to preach matters. So you got to be yourself. Because in being really you, being the genuine you, being the authentic you, will relate you to a lot of people. And that's the only time that you can connect to them. Being so unique by yourself will allow you to realize that you are connected by being unique with other people as well. Your version of the story matters. So you need to be yourself. Lastly, and then nasira yung fonting ko. Pero you need to fail forward. Fail fast, fail early, most importantly, fail forward. A lot of you guys don't know this, but it started actually in YouTube. 6 months, no, a year. I started YouTube in 2018. 2019, I started the podcast. 2018, I tried vlogging. It was really fun. I was getting all of the views. I wasn't going viral, but I was getting a small increase in views and subscribers, and it was really fun. But it wasn't just for me, you know. It was really time demanding, and it just took so much peace from me, and I didn't really get to know how the whole YouTube thing worked. And so I started small talk there. I talked about relationship stuff, life advice there. It's a YouTube, but nobody was listening to it. Nobody gave a shit. But that's important, because that taught me na, okay, maybe YouTube is not the best thing for me right now. Maybe podcasting is. Maybe creating long-form videos is not for me right now. Maybe 1 minute bite-sized videos are for me. You need to fail forward. If a lot of you guys are scared to fail, or a lot of you guys don't want to take risks, putting yourself out there, talking to clients, trying to close them. You're scared to fail. But there will always be that fear wherever you go. The question that you need to ask yourself is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to let it beat you, or are you going to let it eat you alive? Or are you going to say, you know what? You're there, but I'm not going to, di kita papansinin. Andiyan ka. Sige, bukas andiyan ka ulit. Matatakot pa rin ako. But I'm still gonna do it anyways. That's what failing forward means. And failing forward means that you need to fail fast, fail early, fail right now. For the people who are watching this, if you're age 20 to 30, probably 40 years old, pwede pa rin yan. It's not too late. You need to fail. Because in failure, there is a clear path to improvement. In failing, that's when we learn most about ourselves. That's the time that we unleash our potential. If we fail, it's not in the easy days. It's not in the glory days. It's in the moment of failures. That's what defines us. So fail right now. If you're not failing, then you're doing something wrong. Yes. You've heard it a lot of times. Trust the process. But that's basically what it means. You need to trust the failures. The process is the failures. So you're not willing to fail at something, then you're not going through the process. I want to end this. I want to just emphasize on this one. It's called the backwards law. You know, Alec, that sucks. You know, why do we need to fail? Isn't that the reason why we're listening to you? Para maging successful kami and all these stuff. There's this something called the backwards law. And if you are a fan of Mark Manson, you know this one. The backwards law is basically something that says a desire for a more positive experience is itself a negative experience. And the acceptance of a negative experience is itself a positive experience. And this is why I am preaching for you to accept the failures in life, because this will be the one that will actually define your success. Imagine if you want to have a six-pack abs, the workout is going to be stressful. The workout is a negative experience, but it itself is a positive experience, because you will have abs pag naghihirap ka sa gym. If you want to become a successful doctor, engineer, you gotta have all the all-nighters, puyat, stress, para mangyari yun. You need to accept the negative things na nangyayari sa buhay mo, the hardships, the struggles na pinagdadaanan mo. You need to accept those. And that's why I'm pushing you all to fail. Because if you're not failing, you won't have a deeper reason why you're going to do it. You're just going to keep on doing it for yourself. I want you to realize that the world is, a lot of you guys here, if you really put in the work, if you're clear, if you follow the 4 things that I've said, you will become successful in whatever you want to do. But it won't give you a very fulfilling life. The only time that it gives you a fulfilling life is you actually realizing that it needs to be something for a bigger cause. And that bigger why can only be done if you actually accept the failures that you have in life. Your strengths will be your struggles. Your struggles will be your strengths. Your tests will be your testimonies. And ultimately, your pain, your failures will become your purpose. So in conclusion, I'm going to again leave you with another question. Probably my last one. Why are you doing the things that you're doing right now? Is it something just for yourself? Or it's something that because you want to do that that will help a lot of people? Are you accepting the negative things, the failures, the struggles, the hardships? Or do you want to just achieve the great things, the good things, pero ayaw mo namang mahirapan? Ask yourself, what's your why? Because even though if you don't get anything from the talk, if you get to answer this question, you will have the greatest force that you can ever have in your life. And that, my friend, will unleash your potential. The only way to change the world is by helping one person at a time. So, yeah. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned a lot.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.